Hey guys, so this is a video I didn't think I was gonna have to make for another. I thought it was gonna be a couple more years before I had to make this, but we're here on Twitter, and at first I thought this whole thing was a joke because people joked about this for years. Um, but it's official. Her Majesty, the Queen, is dead. 96 years of age, 70 years as Queen. Just think about that. Here in America, a president gets 8 years most at max if they're, for 2 terms. But this woman ruled for 70 years. Just imagine. But so this is the royal family's Twitter, and a statement from His Majesty the King. Um, the death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of greatest sadness for me and all my members of my family. We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished sovereign and much loved mother. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. During the period of mourning and change, which there's this whole process that needs to go through now. Pretty much as soon as her death was announced, that whole process got set into motion. Depending on where she died, it's what was it called? There's since she wasn't there in London, it's Operation Unicorn, I believe. So now there's this whole process that goes on to kind of, you know. But during this period of mourning change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by the knowledge and of the respect and deep affection in which the Queen was so widely held. And she was. Um, she was seen as like the pinnacle of elegance and dignity and respect. And whether you believe, it's like, well, why do they still have a royal family? It is she's still a human life. It was still a human life, and quite the life she had. Like I said, 1952 is when she became queen, and just the life that this woman has led. Now, I say this all the time with the other people I've talked about after they die, that there's nothing I can say that someone else hasn't said before. But, even before she became queen, she was already turning heads. People were fixated on this woman, just especially when she was younger, how profoundly beautiful she was, and um, so she was already, you know, getting people's attentions with, you know, young and beautiful, and how she carried herself, and so, but she's also the longest reigning monarch, which is fucking insane. Um, but she's had quite a life, quite a life, a life that none of us will ever have. Not even in a freaking 15 lifetimes will we ever come close to the type of life that this woman's had. And again, you may not agree with the whole monarch, royal family, this and that, but that's like saying, well, why do we still have a president? They need someone to keep order and, you know, maintain things. Because if it was left up to the people, the whole place would burn. So, um, so obviously condolences to the family, to the royal family. I know they're going to be doing. There's so much shit that needs to be done now that, they have to try to mourn at the same time, because there's, like I said, there's this whole process that they need to do now. Um, so hopefully they have time to actually mourn and grieve, and um, but people who live, even people around the world, even if they've never lived in England, well, some will be affected. People who I know watch me who live in England, truly sorry for your loss. Um, like I said, we can only hope to come close to even a fraction of what this woman was, you know. So, but she lived. It says she died peacefully, so hopefully she did. Um, no heart attack, no this or that. It's just she was old, 96. Um, so luckily it was peaceful, and God, the life. Just like I said, just think about ruling for 70 years. I mean, here in America, like I said, 8 years max for president. Even that seems like a long fucking time. So 70 years. That's that's insane. That is in fucking insane. Um, I couldn't even imagine doing that. I couldn't do it. After like 70 years, I couldn't. I wouldn't even make it close to 70. This woman, her resolve and her patience and just everything about this woman. She truly loved what she did. She loved who she was. She loved loved her people, loved her family. Um, like I said, this woman for them was the definition of elegance and dignity, um, and upholding respect and duty. And she truly loved what she did. And it's a sad day. So now there's a whole handful of stuff that needs to be done, and hopefully it gets as smooth as possible. Um, I'm sure the funeral and everything will be quite a sight to behold. Um, so, but again, condolences to the royal family. Condolences to anyone who lives there. Um, Truly an important woman, an amazing woman, and again, I know a lot of people don't agree with the whole royal family and titles and this and that, but take that part away. She was still a human being. Have some respect. Especially here on Twitter, you see the same comment. A lot of comments like, who cares? F this woman, blah, blah, blah. She was still a human life. It was a human life. Have some respect. You know that if it was your mother, your father, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, you'd want respect while you're mourning. Have some respect. You may not have agreed with it, but this woman was the queen. She did have a long, long life. She reigned for 70 years. Show some fucking respect. Give them time to mourn. Show some respect towards the family. Keep your stupid fucking comments to yourself of, oh, good, who cares? She was a colonizer, all that other stupid bullshit. And show some respect. It was a human life. Um, so just it doesn't take a lot to be a respectful human being. It doesn't. So let them mourn. Let them do what they have to do. Keep your stupid fucking comments to yourself and have some respect. But again, condolences to everyone who's affected by this, because having a ruler like that for so long, from the time from the time you guys were born till now, you had this woman watching over you guys, and she was like a mother figure, a grandmother figure to so many. And so, anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.